I'm going to go through the same process again, but I'm going to manually set up the account. And what happens here is the reason that I have this prompt, do I want to automatically set up the account, is that Mail is looking at the domain name, and when it recognizes certain domain names, it realizes that it can probably do the automated setup that you just saw. But I'm turning that off because not every domain name is recognized. And what I'm doing is typing in my password correctly, I hope, and moving on to the next window. Now, I need to know which incoming mail protocol I am using. And my choices are POP, the original one, Post Office Protocol, or this protocol, IMAP. And the difference with the two is in the way in which they store messages on the server and how you can download them. And this is not your choice. It's your choice here, but your internet service provider is going to tell you what protocol to use. Now, it happens that Gmail supports both POP and IMAP. So after I finish setting up this account, I'm going to go back, delete this account, and go in and reset it up as an IMAP account. But for most internet service providers, you are going to be told either POP or IMAP. Or if you are in a corporate or educational environment, you may be using Exchange. So the description, I'm not going to call this email, I'm going to call it JF Gmail POP. And the incoming mail server is by default pop.gmail.com. Here's my username and my password. The incoming mail server typically has a name like this. It may be mail.suchandsuch.com or .net. It could be flower.isp.com. You will be given this. Now we go on to the next step and checking the connection, and now I have to set up an outgoing mail server. And I'm going to call this Gmail SMTP. This is the protocol that is used for sending mail. Now, because I had previously set up this email account on this computer, I have an outgoing mail server with that name, and I can use that. I also have a couple of others floating around. And the authentication that I need is my name and the password. Checking to see if we have that. And here are all of the parameters set up here. Everything has been configured, and we can take the account online. And here is the account, and I can check for mail. And there's no unread mail in that account because I read it previously when I set up that account.